everyone, and welcome to Elicit. In this short video, I'm going to show you around Elicit and walk you through how to get started using it. Elicit is a research assistant tool that uses language models, currently GPT-3, to automate parts of the research process. GPT-3 is the largest language model, and it's trained on billions of words across the internet to predict the next word. There are three types of tasks you can do in Elicit. They are brainstorm, search, and classification. So I'm going to walk through each of those. So the first thing you want to do is go to this task dropdown and choose which task you want to run. One of the main things that researchers have to do when they're starting out is go from a vague question to a more specific version of that question they can actually answer. So this brainstorm task, which I'm going to show, does just that. So you can give it a vague question, and you can see here in the input box, if you look at the placeholder text, this tells you what you should input. So topic, question, or research direction. And then we run this, and Elicit gives us back more specific question ideas. So we can go through each of these, how many papers are being published, that seems like a good metric, and star the ones that we like. Maybe, productivity is different in different subcategories, institutions, and then we might want to look at R&D. Then we can get rid of the ones we don't like and click Show More Like Starred to tell Elicit to generate more like the ones that we've chosen. We can also add our own result to guide Elicit even more in terms of the direction that we want. Once you're done, you can download a CSV of the results you liked, or you can go to copy a link to the starred results or go to your starred results here. And this has everything you've starred shown. Great. So now I'm going to show a search task. So with brainstorm tasks, GPT-3 is generating text, and so sometimes the text is not actually accurate. With search tasks, we or you decide the data set, and so everything that's returned is real. So this search task, Find Answers to Tech Policy Questions, uses a data set that we've collected of all the figures, tables, and charts and graphs in tech policy publications. So you can use this to search not only for publications that you should be looking at, but the most relevant part of the publication that's backed up with data that can answer your question. So if we search here, so these are the captions for the figures, and these are the papers and links to them. So if we look at perhaps federal R&D expenditures, we can open this paper. Copy the caption and paste it in here. And then we get taken straight to the actual figure itself. Great. Now I'm going to show classification. This is currently in alpha, but it's launching in the app very soon. So the idea with classification is if you have a data set, a spreadsheet with rows of data, and you want to categorize that data. With Elicit, you can add a few tags of categories and then have Elicit automatically fill out the rest. So I'll show you what that looks like. Say we have a data set that looks like this. So here we have VC investments, the series name, description of the organization, how much money they raised, when they announced it. And here we have a column of tags, whether it was about the organization is focused on AI or not. So the human here has filled in a few of these tags, but doesn't want to fill in all of them. And you can imagine this has thousands of rows. So then we can go to Elicit. Upload the spreadsheet. And there are instructions here if you need to know, remind yourself how to use this. And then it gives us back a spreadsheet, which has all of the remaining columns filled out along with how confident it is that each of these is not AI or AI. So you can look at, for example, some of the highest confidence ones. Aerospace propulsion seems like it's correct, not about AI. So those are the three main types of task in Elicit. You can also create your own task, and I actually have another video showing how to do that. So if you go to our YouTube page and look for how to create a task, you can find that there. Great. I'm excited for you to use Elicit and looking forward to hearing what you think.